I think when you're so busy and you're in a job that you love, that you enjoy, and you enjoy the people that you're doing it with, and the environment is young and it's growing and everything's happening, and you're younger, life kind of happens, right? It kind of goes, and years go. And then suddenly you start hitting certain kind of, big birthdays, and you kind of start to say, wow, that past 20 years, it flew by. And after, I was officially turned in all my badges and everything, and I was no longer an employee, and I was done. I remember that next morning, because it was a Friday morning. I was up and I was dressed, and I looked at the clock. I said, oh, it's 6:45. Well, now what do I do? I think I knew I wanted to delve into nonprofit and somehow provide more of a service with the skills that I had obtained over so many years of working. But how to do it, I think, is hard. Anytime you start something new, especially for somebody who has been working in one world for so long, and you're going to what really is a different world, I think it's so important that you really got to do a lot of listening, because there's a lot to learn. You know a whole bunch about a little bit, and then you leave it and you realize how little you know about everything else. I didn't want the next 20 years to go by and my knowledge to still be very narrow and very deep in one area. I wanted to at least get it a little bit broader. One of the things that Citizen Schools does with their 8th graders is they take them on a tour of college campuses. I went up to one of the kids there, we got to talking, and she looked at me and she said, I'll never forget it, she looked at me, she said, I believed when I was there, I looked around and I said, I can be here. But she said it with such a, it was really a powerful moment. And for me, it was that level of emotion, or emotional connection that you get, that you really don't get when you're selling computers. I mean, it's not that it's not fun, and not that I didn't love it, but I think you get to a point in your life where you have to feel like what you're doing matters. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to get now for these next 20 years.